If you thought golf was all about age-old traditions, then prepare to be shocked out of your mind. After several decades of remembering their roots and keeping up their pristine reputation, this year's Masters tournament has something new for golf fans across the world. And don't get us wrong, this latest announcement isn't a good one. In fact, the sports world is having a huge meltdown, especially on Twitter. In this video, we'll be talking about some new technological innovations at the Masters that have left golf pros devastated. First up, we need to tell you guys about IBM. If you've been a loyal golf fan, then you'd know that IBM has been very loyal to the Masters tournament as well. They've been the digital partner of the Masters for over 35 years now, and they've worked pretty closely to bring new experiences for the global Masters audience. It all started with the launch of Masters.com back in 1996, and since then, we've been happy to see all the new tech innovations to the age-old game. In recent years, IBM has brought the hybrid cloud to golf to streamline workloads and create fun new fan experiences through their leading cloud and AI technologies. Now, we've seen a lot of tech from IBM at the Masters in the past few years. Whether it was the round in under 3 minutes or the introduction of AI highlights, fans have almost always responded in positive ways. But wait, how much technological innovation is too much? We'll give you guys a hint: when it takes away the essence of the game. Just in time for this year's tournament, IBM is launching the next version of their Let's Create brand initiative. This time it's called What If? And it highlights the importance of asking big questions that lead to the development of big tech solutions. So, what if IBM brought AI to golf? That's exactly what we're talking about today. In a recent announcement, the multinational corporation talked about improving the digital experience of the Masters. They've decided to keep the audiences more informed about golf as they love with, you guessed it, artificial intelligence. Yep, you can expect to see some new AI integrated right into the golf digital experience. If you thought ChatGPT was making rounds on the internet, this announcement is taking AI right through the roof. Now, IBM introduced two innovative features that they're adding to the Masters app and Masters.com digital experience. The first is AI-generated spoken commentary. Time to say goodbye to human commentary. It's all about listening to robots talk golf now. This innovation comes from the company expanding on their popular My Group feature that allows fans to watch every shot on every hole from all their favorite players. With the new AI commentary, fans will be able to hear detailed golf narration for over 20,000 video clips throughout the tournament. If you've ever been disappointed with human commentary, then maybe it's time to give AI a chance. This brand new version of commentary for sports is actually a great example of how IBM is working with the Masters to give fans unparalleled access and in-depth insights into the tournament. Regardless of where you're watching from, you can follow the first drive on the first tee to the final putt on the 18th green as if you're standing right beside the players. Don't worry, the AI-generated commentary isn't going to give you generic or poorly worded golf news. Instead, it's been trained with several foundation models to learn the unique language of golf at the Masters. In fact, they've even trained AI to automate the process of adding commentary to video clips, which means you won't have to wait too long to catch your favorite shots. But hey, that's not all. There's more to the announcement too. Many of us thought that the AI commentary was more than enough to digest, but before we could process everything, IBM came at us with another announcement. This year, they're also bringing hole-by-hole player predictions for the entire tournament. And of course, it's powered by AI. The IBM Watson Studio trained AI models with over 6 years of Masters data to ensure accurate predictions. That's actually more than 120,000 golf shots. Once a hole is completed, the hole-by-hole predictions will be updated automatically to show you the most recent performance of your favorite players. All these innovations may sound very new to you, but they've actually been right in front of our eyes for several years now. The new predictions are just an expansion of the current players' insights and the Masters Fantasy Projections features that have been guiding us for years about the most exciting holes to watch, the high-low scores, and the projected Masters fantasy points for every round. Now, how are sports fans taking the news? Not good. If that's what you're wondering, golf has always been about simplicity and tradition, but over the past few years, too much has been changing too quickly. These new announcements from IBM came only a few days before the esteemed tournament begins. Even though the tech innovation will provide a new experience for digital viewers, many fans were quick to criticize the change. In fact, most netizens believe that bringing AI to golf takes away the whole human aspect of the live coverage. One fan even said that the best part about the non-featured groups was hearing the player caddy and the birds chirping. A random robot voice just can't give you that same authentic experience. For now, we can't help but wonder if we'll see a missed putt and the AI voice will say something like, "Once again, the player has failed to put the ball into the hole, useless human." It's safe to say that the general theme of reactions included fans wondering who even asked for this change and whether they were missing something. Many digital viewers took to Twitter to express their opinions. One user said, "AI-generated commentary is right up there with the where would the ball land predictor on par 3 that CBS rolled out earlier this year. Nobody asked for this. Take it all away." Thankfully, some netizens took the news lightly and reacted by showing their concern for Jim Nantz. He really might be out of the job in a couple of years. Despite what fans think, the AI-generated commentary is clearly here to stay. We can't exactly say how we feel about the new changes until we see them in action. Thankfully, we won't have to wait too long. The Masters is set to begin on April 6th at the super famous Augusta National Golf Course, so it's only a few days before we see the AI-generated commentary in action. Maybe it'll be better than live human commentary, but we wouldn't bet on it. With all these new AI enhancements, we still don't know if we'll be able to enjoy the Masters on traditional television broadcasts either. After all, it's quite the tradition to see ESPN and CBS air the Masters. No matter what happens, we're still excited to see our favorite players compete against each other for the Masters trophy. And of course, the AI voices and predictions aren't the only new thing at the Masters this year. Even if we forget about all the tech for a moment, the Masters tournament still packs a punch this season. While the buzz around the event is always sky high, this year's first major championship will have some hot competition, all thanks to Augusta National's ruling to allow LIV players to come back. That means this year's Masters will mark the first big event where both PGA Tour and LIV golf players will come face to face. Just to give you a quick recap, players who joined the Saudi-funded LIV Golf League last year were eliminated from the PGA. It's probably safe to say that it was a dramatic few months for the otherwise calm golf world. This year, the Masters allowed a total of 17 LIV golf players, including Brooks Koepka, to compete in the biggest golf tournament this time. If history repeats itself, then we can expect to see some major stirs and heated arguments, because that's what happens when you bring a handful of players from opposite factions into one field. And here's one last shocker before we wrap up. Have you heard about the golf video game tournament? Between using the word meh in a promo and letting the Dude Perfect boys through the gates last year, it's more than clear that Augusta National is actively trying to keep up with the times. In another effort to do just that, the club announced that they'll be hosting a live stream video game tournament on the eve of Masters Week. You heard that right. A video game tournament. The game is an effort to pit participants from the sports, entertainment, and gaming worlds against each other. And of course, it's hosted on the all-new EA Sports PGA Tour Road to the Masters video game. In fact, the release of this game also marks the return of golf-based video games from EA Sports. It's been some long 8 years since the developers talked about golf, and it's safe to say that a lot has changed since then. On the bright side, we're getting a crew of 4 broadcasters to deliver commentary throughout the live stream. Rich Lerner, Amanda Renner, Michael Collins, and Marty Smith. At least they got actual human beings for the video game commentary. And that's a wrap for this video. What did you think about the AI-generated commentary? Do you think it can replace the legendary Jim Nantz? Let us know in the comments below. Before you head out, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more awesome golf news like this. See you in the next one.